Its biggest change. Now Canada can cancel visas and temporary resident documents of migrants. Authorities have been assigned to the border security forces. Now either you are present inside Canada, you are present outside Canada, even you are present anywhere in the world, and even inside Canada at the border also, your visa and your temporary resident permit can be cancelled anytime. This is breaking news. These informations are going to be very useful for those immigrants who are currently present in Canada or who are planning to move to Canada on temporary resident permit. These informations are also useful for those who got permanent residence inside Canada and they are having two status. One is a permanent residence and one is temporary resident permit. Similarly, the people having two temporary resident permits, this information is going to be very useful for them, that if you have work permit also of the Canada and you are also on tourist visa, you have two status one time at two status at same time. And another, if any migrant unfortunately died, these information are also useful for him as well. Your documents which you submitted to Canadian embassies or consulate were found fake or they were not found correct later on, these informations are also for themselves as well. And another information, this is important, that if you are planning to submit any document to Canadian embassy before filing your case, you must listen these informations very minutely, microscopically, because if you will not consider these informations and due to any wrong misinformation by any agent or by yourself you did mistake and you deposit any wrong document to Canadian embassy, how you can suffer under this new breaking law of Canadian Department of Immigration, IRCC. First of all, I will confirm you that IRCC, IPR, and also the Border Security Forces, CBSA, Canada Border Security Forces, they have been given complete authorities that they can cancel your visa anytime without telling you reason. These authorities are being circulated a circular and in which it is told that if you found these reasons, you can cancel temporary resident document and visas of the immigrants. Three times, I think there are three type of the people who will suffer, and I will require, first of all, I would like to tell you the two type of the documents. When you are entering Canada, you can possess two type of the documents. One is the visa. Visa means that is sticker at your passport. Now you are traveling to Canada and you will board a plane, that plane aeroplane. You will enter aeroplane and you will have boarding just because of visa sticker. But when you will enter Canada, then you will have another point, yellow page, that is a temporary document. This will tell you at which category you are entering Canada and you are living in Canada. Tourist visa, work permit, or anyone else. Remember, now currently Canadian departments of immigrations are very serious that you cannot change your status. If you are student visa, you will remain student during your study. And if you are on tourist visa, they are very keen to see that you must be on tourist visa and you are not working. That is yellow page. These laws are all-rounder laws, mean that even you have yellow document, which is, I am educating you as well. Yellow document mean after getting entry into the Canada, you will be considered as a yellow document you must have in which your status is written. and passport definitely required to enter Canada sticker. So yellow document actually tell you that which type of visa you have and which type of entry you have and which type of limitations you have. So this is going to a very significant for those immigrants who will definitely have some fake documents submitted or planning to submit fake documents, and some people having two status. So what could be happen? First, at airport, it was being practiced in the last 5 years, but now this authority is not giving to Canadian investigation officer any Canadian border security forces inside Canada where you are working, where you are walking. Any police department can check your status, and on this spot he has complete right, CBSA, to cancel your Canadian visa. So it's essential to note a lot of points here. One by one I will explain. The first cancellation could be at the border, mean that you are entering an immigration officer asking a lot of questions, and he got multiple reasons that you are not same visitor which is written at the passport, mean you are tourist visa, and he identified that you are not a tourist and you will not leave Canada. He or she can cancel your Canadian visa. Number one. Number two, you are outside Canada and consulate gave you visa, but some information have been passed by someone else to Canadian embassy about yourself, or Canadian embassy think that it's managerial mistake of giving visa. So embassy can cancel visa automatically and can be informed you that we issued you visa, but that visa is cancelled due to these grounds. Third one, now you are inside Canada and you are not a genuine individual, mean that you are on student visa and you are not studying, you are working, and IRPR, CBSA assessed you, and without giving notice to you, they have complete authority. They can cancel your visa with reasons. Another thing, now if you are inside Canada, you was on student visa and now you got work permit, PGWP, but your student visa is also valid, mean that that status is also running, but IRCC did not know. And now any border security forces asked you that what is your status inside Canada, you will say I have PGWP, mean I have work permit. And when they will ask they will check online, they will say no, you are in a student status. They will tell you, they will inform you that your work permit status has been updated and your student visa now is student visa mean cancelled, mean now you are not student. This is not basically cancellation, this is correction of the data, but still this is important. Similarly, if you luckily got permanent residence of Canada and you are permanent resident luckily, which is looking very difficult these days, and if you are thinking that you will enter Canada and will get permanent residence, you are starving for permanent residence, please teach your mind. It's difficult and you may have to return back to your home country in these new rules, because sometime you hope a lot and you did not get your target, you become psychological patient. So be careful of consultants' false hope that you will go there within 1 year you will get permanent residence, although permanent residence comprises many years, 5 to 10 years. But now Canada is not extending work permit for permanent resident except some special cases, not for all, but some people are still very successful and getting their targets positively. I go back to the topic. One person got permanent residence as well as the work permit. Now he may be interviewed by border security forces any time that what is your status. He will tell I am the permanent citizen of the Canada, but unfortunately IRCC have no information of his work permit, and his work permit status is not cancelled. They can cancel your work permit status on the spot. These are the changes I am telling you they can do on the spot. On the spot mean at same time they don't need to inform IRCC. Earlier, when you was going to Canada, you was having work permit as well. Your status in the inside Canada is work permit, but you got tourist visa as well. You are traveling on tourist visa, and you are allowed to enter as a tourist visa having even other status. Now they will completely check your status, and they will cancel one status, and you will be valid for one status. Of course, they will ask you that which status you want to have. You would like to have work permit status, or you would like to have the student status. This is indispensable to have one status at one time. Overall scenario is looking cautious, not difficult, cautious. If you are genuine immigrant and you personally believe that all informations which you submitted to the Canadian embassy are absolutely correct, and you also think that you are not being trapped by any fake document, fake consultant, fake agents. Your consultant is a very true agent, and he told you that which documents you have to deposit, and all documents are a verifiable, and you himself also willing to have same status in which you are going. You will not change status until you will inform IRCC. So of course there are status changing procedure in Canada, but this is actually rules changing because of those individuals who are violating the Canadian laws, especially student visas from India. Especially they were just trapped. Many thousands Indian students, they entered Canada on student visa, but they were not students. They just went for working to enter, inoculate into the United States. And that is another type of scam the agents are doing. That's why these rules are changing. Another thing due to which these rules are being changed. For example, any visitor entered Canada on tourist visa, and if he wants to work and he think that you want work permit, he must get a genuine LIMIA approved, company approved work permit, and then tell IRCC department that my status, change my status now into the work permit because I got work permit. Because when you apply IRCC, sometimes you don't see previous status. So previous status they see during assessment, but they don't change because they have a lot of work burden. And however, now you have to be very careful. Once your visa is issued, never mean that visa will remain permanent or is irreversible. Now visas cancellation mean your visa is reversible, and your visa can be cancelled anytime by three authorities: IRCC itself, by interviewing, and on the road, during traveling, at your home, at your job, at your office, inside Canada, outside Canada, by Canadian Border Security Forces and IRPR. Thank you very much for listening my sessions. Keep watching World Immigration News by Irfan.